Hello dear students, today we are going to learn about cell structure and function from class 8. So in this video we are going to discuss about the discovery of cell, what are cells, what are different types of cells, shape of cells and size of cells. So first of all we are going to learn about the discovery of cell. So, dear students, the discovery of cells in 1965, Robert Hooke observed a slice of cork from the bark of a tree under a simple magnifying glass. So, Robert Hooke first observed the cork. So, cork is the one of the substance from the bark of a tree and which he observed under simple magnifying glass. He noticed small boxes or compartments in the cork slice. The boxes were separated from each other by a wall or partition. He named each box as a cell. So this boxes were named as a cell by the Robert Hooke. And the cells which Hooke observed were actually dead cells of plants. And here the cells which Hooke observed were actually dead cells of plants. So these cells are the dead cells of plants. Then next, the cell. So what is cell? So the cell are the basic structural unit of living organism. So all living organisms are made up of cells. So the basic structural unit of living organism is the cell. Some organisms are made up of a single cell and some are made up of many cells. The number of cells in a tall tree or an animal like elephant or a human being are billions and trillions of cells. So some living organisms are made up of a single cell and some are made up of many cells. They get number of cells in a tall tree, cell in tall tree. Here in this picture, this tall tree or the animal like a elephant or a human being are made up of billions and trillions of cells. And organisms made up of many cells are called multicellular organisms. So what is multicellular organisms? So multicellular organisms are the organisms which are made up of many cells are called multicellular organisms. What are the examples of multicellular organisms? Tree and elephant and human beings, dog असेल or any observable जे काही or naked जे काही animals असतील are made up of or they are multicellular organisms. And next organisms which are made up of only one cell are called unicellular organisms. Uni means a single cell. Uni means single. Uni means single. So these unicellular organisms are made up of single cells, and multicellular organisms are made up of many cells. So these are the types of organisms on the basis of number of cells. They are multicellular organisms and unicellular organisms. And you also remember the examples of these multicellular organisms and unicellular organisms. So the example of unicellular organisms are amoeba, paramecium. So these are the examples of unicellular organisms. Also chlorella and yeast are unicellular organisms. Then next, So next, shapes of cells. So cells are of different shapes. So the cells which are present in different organisms are of different shapes, or within a single organism there are different shapes of cells are present. Some cells keeps changing their shapes. Some cells keep changing their shapes. Example here, amoeba, and white blood cells in human beings. So these cells continuously changing their shapes. Some cells are spherical, some are round, some elongated, and some spindle shaped or branched. So different types of JK cells are shown in this picture. So some cells keep changing their shapes. For example, amoeba and white blood cells in human beings, they are continuously changing their shapes, and some cells are spherical. So what are the different shapes of cells? So you must remember, they are spherical, round, elongated, spindle shaped, and branched. So these are the different shapes of cells. So in this diagram, different shapes of cells are shown. Then next, now we discuss about the size of cells. So cells in living organisms are of different sizes. They may be as small as millionth of a meter. We call it as a micrometer or micron, or large as a few centimeters. So some cells are as small as some cells are as small as millionth of meter. So millionth part of meters of cell, that size of cells are some cells, and some cells are as few centimeters, like ostrich JK ega cell is one of the largest cell. The smallest cell is the cell of bacteria. So which is the smallest cell? So it is the bacteria, whose size ranges from 0.1 to 0.5 micrometers, and the largest cell is the egg of an ostrich. So ostrich JK egg cell is one of the largest cell, and its size is 17 centimeter by 13 centimeter. So you must remember smallest cell and the largest cell. Thank you.